سيدنا هيعمل
ماشي. انت عارف امتى يعمل؟ عايز اعملها امتى؟ دلوقتي؟ دلوقتي سيدنا هيدشن التماثيل بتاعت أمنا مريم العذراء ويباركها بالزيت. وكمان عندنا 2 هياكل جداد موجودين هنا. لسه ما كانش في أي واحد من أبائنا المطارنة هنا موجود علشان يدشنهم، فدي بتبقى فرصة إن هو يباركهم ويبقى بعد كده بركة لينا جميعا. Your Excellency.
حنونة ومعينة وبتحس بينا وجواكي لينا محبة وحنان وجواكي طيبة كتيرة وعجيبة يا أمي الحبيبة يا حسن الأمان المخاطر ووقت الألام عشان يا حبيبتي مفيش زيك انتي بيعمل له خاطر ويبعت سلام يا عذرا يا أمي ده حبك في دمي وحضنك ده بيطمني يا مريم يا أمي يسوع يا أمي الوديعة يا أعظم شفيعة لأنك قريبة مني ما يبقاش في عيني دموع.
Now comes the best moment. It's
مدايحك بتحلى عشان فيها اسمي حبيبة يا حسن الأمان يا عذرا يا أمي ده حبك في دمي وحضنك ده بيطمني يا مريم يا أم يسوع يا أمي الوديعة يا أعظم شفيعة لأنك قريبة مني ما يبقاش في عيني دموع يا عذرا يا أمي.
Now, His Excellency Bishop Alex will give us all some of his experience. And he was actually a legionnaire for a long time and was a member of the Legion of Mary. So I would like to talk to all of us about some of his experiences. Your Excellency.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is so good to be with a lot of legionaries, members of the Legion of Mary here, because the Legion of Mary is really an organization and a movement in our church that's really very, very close to my heart. Okay, at the last parish where I was, and this was at St. Madeline's in Pomona, I started the Legion of Mary there. And that Legion of Mary is still doing very, very well. And it's a Legion of Mary that's both in English and Spanish. And I was a Legion of Mary a member from, my youth. We lived in the Philippines next door to the church. Okay, so, and the Legion of Mary in that particular parish, the president was my brother. The secretary was my sister. Yeah, I know. And all of us, half of the family, because the other half were no longer in the house at that time. In other words, they have already moved on, to other things in life. But the four of us who were left behind, we were all members of the Legion of Mary, and my sister and I were the ones who did liturgy, so we served at Mass, we sang at Mass, and we did catechism for the young kids. And so, like I said, the Legion of Mary is something that's very, very close to my heart. And I really encourage the rest of you who are not members of this group to be members of the group, because it is such a great help spiritually. And I know my having become a priest is really was largely also influenced by my participation and my family's active work in the Legion of Mary. I cannot recommend it enough to all of you. And like I said, it's wonderful that you, those of you who are not members of the Legion of Mary yet, are here to see this and to experience this. And you're probably wondering to yourself or asking yourself, what's the Legion of Mary? Well, for me, it is a wonderful help for one to end up in heaven. Does that make sense to you? And because the Legion of Mary works very, very quietly. Okay, you're not going to see members of the Legion of Mary plastered on newspapers, or you're not going to see huge news about them. But the members of the Legion of Mary are very, very quiet workers. At least that's my experience in the church. I don't know if that's the same experience here, but they're very quiet workers. But they're the ones who are doing so many things in our church right now. When I was in the Philippines, because I'm a member of the Legion of Mary in the Philippines, you're probably going to be surprised that the most active Legion of Mary groups in that part of the world where I come from, the Philippines, of course, we're surrounded by Japan, Hong Kong, Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia in the south. But the most active groups of the Legion of Mary in Southeast Asia, that part of the world, at the time that I was active in the Legion of Mary, and also my brothers and sisters were active in the Legion of Mary, was Hong Kong. And for the the Legionnaires here right now, we have to think of the church in Hong Kong because the church is very, very much persecuted there at this time. Okay, and if you want to know a little bit more just how bad it is in Hong Kong, just Google it when you get home. And hopefully when you read some articles about Hong Kong, you'll be moved to pray for the church of Hong Kong, especially the members of the Legion of Mary. And this is how popular the Legion of Mary was in Hong Kong at that time. I was told, because Hong Kong is only like 45 minutes away by plane from Manila, where I was, okay? And I was told that if you want to get a good job in Hong Kong, if you had as one of the items on your resume being an active member of Legion of Mary, you are going to get hired. That's how important it was in that part of the world at that time. This was, of course, in the 60s and 70s, okay? I don't know how it is now, but like I said, for members of the Legion of Mary here, please pray for our brothers and sisters and members of the Legion of Mary in Hong Kong, in the Church of Hong Kong right now. But like I said, I consider it a tremendous, tremendous blessing to have been a member of the Legion of Mary, and I'm really very, very happy that as a pastor, I was able to start the Legion of Mary in the parish where I was pastor, and that Legion of Mary, that group, is still flourishing at this time. And so I will continue to keep you in prayer. Every time I pray the Rosary, right, and ask the Lord to draw you closer and closer to the Blessed Mother, and ask the Blessed Mother to draw you closer in turn to her Son Jesus, so that you can also merit and enjoy life in heaven with all the angels and saints and your family members who are there right now. And for those of you who do not have a rosary yet, okay, please get one.
Take care of that, Your Excellency.
As a member of the Legion of Mary, one of the things that we promised we were going to do. This was the presidium that I was a part of at my parish of Sacred Heart in the Philippines, is to always have a rosary in our pocket. Okay, and so I've always had a rosary in and it's because of the fact that I was a member of the Legion of Mary. So I've always had a rosary in my pocket since I was a young teenager. You know what I mean? And I really, really believe that the Blessed Mother has guided me and has protected me and has led me in my life. And the same thing is very, very much available to you. Our Blessed Mother is ready, always ready and able to run to the aid of anyone who calls on her and who wants to have a devotion to her. See, this is Deacon Mike's rosary. He carries a bigger rosary because he is a bigger man than I am. This is what this is what I carry in my pocket right now, because I always lose the long rosaries like this. It falls out of my pocket, and then I have to get a new one. But this one, it's been around. It's been with me for a long time. Okay, but anyway, please. If that's the only thing that you get out of witnessing this ceremony and the presence of the members of the Legion Mary here today, if the only thing you get out of it is to always carry a rosary in your pocket and pray it, okay, every so often, all right? Please do so. It really has been a tremendous help to me and my journey from, wherever I was 70 years ago to today. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Your Excellency. You are very gracious in giving every member of the Legion of Mary a T-shirt that has the picture of our mother. Is it possible now that our spiritual director, Monsignor Marcus, also offer you one? Thank you so much. We really stayed on time, maybe for the first time, I don't know. But as we told you, that will be concluding the ceremony at 11:30, and we're actually even ahead of time. So during the next couple of minutes, when His Excellency the Bishop is wearing the vesting, the proper vesting for the Mass, we'll have from the choir some hymn, and after that, we'll start the Mass. Thank you.
السلام عليك يا مريم يا ممتلئة نعمة الرب معك مباركة أنت بين النساء ومباركة ثمرة أحشائك قديسة مريم يا والدة الله صلي لأجلنا نحن الخطاة الآن وفي ساعة موتنا روح الله ندعوك تأتي في وسطنا تملأنا بالقوة تحيا فينا الآن روح الله ندعوك ندعو